Yes, sir. We're back.
Yes.
Out of bounds on a Monday.
Yes.
The Monday vehicle. Rocco Mannington, Haas in the building.
Yes, sir.
We got a lot to talk about today, man. NBA Finals happening.
Yes.
I'm not happy about it, but whatever.
Yeah.
It's another story.
That's it.
We're going to talk SHA'CARRI, Richardson, and, and weed.
Weed. Smoking the damn weed.
Smoking the damn weed. We gonna get into some Scottie Pippen stuff because he's been kind of wild lately.
Yeah, he's cooning. Big time.
We'll talk about the NCAA and their corny asses. We also gonna do some Loki. We're gonna talk about some Loki today because we didn't get to do it on yesterday, and I did see Fast 9. BT does. I'm gonna talk about that.
Hey man, it's a bag. It's a bag.
So, if this is your first time listening, first time watching, you know what to do. I'll let you know what to do. Grab your finest herbs. Locate your finest spirit. That's what they call alcohol, right? Spirits. Yeah, locate your finest spirits, and come kick it with us for a few hours, man. It's a few hours.
You know what I'm saying?
No mid grade and no Reggies.
No headaches.
But of course, if that's all you got,
you gotta do what you gotta do.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Gotta find your fix.
Gotta find your fix, and we ain't discriminating.
Nah.
Heard? Out of bounds on a Monday. Yeah. Rocco Mannington, Haas in the building. Out of bounds on a Monday because Sunday was a holiday.
Not my holiday.
I know, not my holiday either. But that's another story.
Right.
That's another story for another day. Yeah, what's up, man? How was your non-holiday yesterday?
It was good. It was laid back, chill. I saved money. And
That's all that matters,
right?
Saving some fucking bread. Yeah. So yesterday was the 4th of July. I think the those PPP loans I think made everybody had fireworks everywhere. So
don't be lighting them shits tonight, please.
But we here.
Yeah.
We here on a Monday. We got some stuff to talk about. First thing I want to get into, of course, let's talk about the NBA Finals. Of course, we got to talk about the NBA Finals. Congratulations. Congratulations to the Phoenix Suns and the Milwaukee Bucks for making it to the NBA Finals. The Bucks closed out the Hawks in 6 games without Giannis. Without Giannis, and the Hawks had not a healthy Trae Young, but they had some version of Trae Young. What do you think about the what do you think about the matchups? Just first and foremost, the Suns, Bucks. What do you think about the matchup? Clearly, I'm assuming Vegas is gonna have the Bucks as a favorite. I'll check it in a minute.
I think they actually okay.
But what's your overall thoughts on this finals that doesn't include the greatest basketball player to ever play the game?
Yeah, don't let that go over your head. I think it's going to be interesting. It's kind of scary because if the Bucks go into game 1, which is tomorrow, I believe, with the same lineup as they had, the starting lineup as they had for game 6 against Atlanta, which was Tucker, Middleton, Lopez, Bobby Portis.
Oh God. crazy eyes.
Yeah.
My son, crazy eyes.
You know what I'm saying? And Drew Holiday. I want to see, because remember how they got called out on a pick and roll with John Collins and Trae Young, how like the center was not helping, and Bobby Portis was like deep, and him and Brook Lopez, and just letting Trae Young and Bogdanovich
do whatever the fuck you want,
from three, as if they not about that. Like, okay, you can't do that against this Suns team. So I want to see how they work against that, or even if they follow through with that lineup. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think Phoenix is on a mission. I think they're dialed in. I have to tilt my hat off to Jay Crowder. Until now, I haven't realized how much of a factor he is for like the teams who've been successful that he's been on. Like, they've made the playoffs with him. Like, he's a contribution.
Right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? He's a dog. And that's another vet, low key, that doesn't get, you know what I'm saying, a lot of recognition.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Obviously a lot of it weighs on Chris Paul, but you know, it's going to be good. And I'm worried about that. Okay. And I'm worried about how the Suns will match up as far as like on their side of the defensive, like of the ball. Like, you know what I'm saying? Okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. Yo, that's a big this is some big dudes, pause.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So Mikal Bridges, I don't know if he can handle Middleton.
It's gonna be a good matchup. I mean, I'm picking the Suns.
Oh yeah, I'm picking the Suns too.
Regardless of, I do think the Suns are the better team in my opinion. And you know, and if anybody, I think I said this on the show before, I might have said it in private, I don't know, but if anybody is gonna get a ring, it's not LeBron James. I mean, you know, I'm rooting for Chris Paul. You know what I mean? So
right.
So I definitely want to see Chris Paul come away with the championship.
Yeah.
I think we did talk about this on the show.
Yeah, we did last episode.
Like, does it you know, does it validate his you know, his career,
legacy,
you know, his legacy. But yeah, I definitely want to see him get this championship. I don't want to see him win this ring. He's gotten the shit end of a lot of, you know, bad luck, I guess you want to call it. Just overall bad luck.
Overall bad luck.
So I want to see. And I've been a Chris Paul fan for a while. You know, since he was at Wake Forest, and you know, watching him play at Wake Forest. So I've been a Chris Paul. You know, I've been a Chris Paul supporter for a minute. So I would definitely love to see him come away with that championship. As far as the matchups go, it's gonna be I feel like it's gonna be a tough matchup, man. I don't know which one of them dudes is gonna guard Devin Booker. You know,
I mean, you know who they're gonna put on him.
Who?
PJ Tucker. They have to.
Yeah.
They have to. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I forgot I would be forgetting they got PJ Tucker.
Me too. But you know what I'm saying? Like, they have to. They gotta.
Well, I mean, yeah, we'll see. I'm curious as to see how they do match up as far as who's guarding who. I'm pretty sure Jrue Holiday is going to be on Chris Paul.
Yeah,
majority of the time. But
they might switch that.
Or they could switch that too.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm rooting for Chris Paul in these finals.
Yes.
To come away with the championship, and we'll see if he pulls it out. We'll see if he pulls it out. Pause.
Right.
When does the game start? When is the first finals game?
Tomorrow.
That's tomorrow
at 9.
At 9 o'clock. Okay.
Yeah.
I might watch. We'll see.
Yep.
Don't know.
On ABC.
I couldn't watch that. I couldn't watch that Hawks Bucks series without the 2 stars. I just wasn't watching that. Like, that just wasn't.
I feel you.
I had no interest in watching that. I'll be honest with you. But Chris Middleton has been on fire.
Oh yes.
You know, these playoffs, and
yeah,
carrying the Bucks down the stretch as far as closing games and stuff like that, because Giannis clearly can't do that.
Nah.
And he said something that was interesting, right? He's, you know, he's a two-time MVP, right?
Giannis,
correct?
Yeah.
2-time MVP.
I believe back to back.
One of the, you know, people consider him. I mean, he's a top 10 player in the NBA, I think right now. I could definitely say that. He said something interesting. He said that you know, he's happy. You know, he's and this is what I like about Giannis. From all the shit that I give him or whatever about him not being able to do, you know, pull up jumpers and everything like that. He is a humble dude. You know, he said that he was happy that Chris Middleton, you know, has the ability to close out these games. You know, he said something to that effect. Like his career, you know, his career wouldn't be where it's at right now without Chris Middleton.
Okay.
Which you don't hear a lot of superstars really, you know, talk like that.
Right.
Because they're usually the ones that are the closer of the games. But Chris Middleton has been, you know, on fire down the stretch and you know, in the playoffs and basically willed them into the finals without Giannis. Is he gonna be ready to go? Did they update that or anything?
No,
they didn't say yet, right?
No,
if he's gonna be able to go.
I don't think he's playing tomorrow.
No. Wow. That's interesting. That he's not playing, that he's not gonna play tomorrow.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's game 1. And I think anything can happen. And I ultimately think this is gonna go 7 anyway.
I think so too.
I
think so too. I think this is gonna go 7. What's your prediction?
I really hope it'll be in the Suns' favor, but if Giannis comes back, then it's gonna throw a whole monkey wrench into everything, you know. So,
but even if Giannis comes back, is that you think he's gonna be healthy enough to
impact?
Yeah, to carry this team and make a significant impact, because we've been seeing. I mean, this is the playoff.
Yeah,
this is the playoffs of injuries. Okay, this is the playoffs of injuries, and all you guys sitting there and you can sit there in front all you want to. These are not the two best teams playing right now. These are the two. Not even the two healthiest teams right now. This is just the two teams that are here.
That made it.
Okay, yeah, that's it. These are the two teams that are here that survived this crazy weird season. But I think it's gonna go 7. No, actually, I don't. I take that back. I think Suns will win this in 6. That's my prediction. Yeah. Ooh. That's my prediction. Suns in 6. I think especially if he doesn't play game 1, and the Suns can capitalize on that and win the first game. I don't know if him coming back is gonna make
it's gonna hurt them.
Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna be 100%.
I don't think he'll be 100%, but I think he'll have that James Harden effect.
Where he's just like a like kind of like a decoy.
You know what I'm saying? Like a decoy. Like, I mean, if he catches the ball on the block, they just switch him out because Brook Lopez for some reason just likes to hang out at the 3-point line.
That's all he do now.
You know what I'm saying? So like, all right, well, okay, there's more than enough space. So you know what I'm saying? You put him in the block and hey, he comes down the court and everybody likes to play off of him anyway because he doesn't have any handles or anything. So you give up maybe let him get those threes.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? There's ways of working around it, but then again, Phoenix might say, hey, we're playing physical. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be, we're not giving y'all no space.
Yeah, and I think DeAndre Ayton's going to be the X factor, so to speak. I hate using that word, X factor. So
I feel you.
But he's going to be the I feel like he's going to be the guy that sets the tone. Whether he's more athletic than Brook Lopez, and
yes,
pretty much basically any center that they have on that team.
Yeah, so it would be. Well, I guess Bobby Portis would be a center.
Yeah, he's way more athletic than Bobby Portis.
Yeah,
way more athletic than Brook Lopez. I think that's it, right? They play PJ Tucker at center sometimes.
They got that from that Dan and Tony shit, man. I hate that. I hate that, bro. It makes no sense to me.
But yes, NBA Finals start tomorrow. If you are, You can watch it,
If
I
you're
guess. If
interested.
you're interested, you
You
can
know
watch.
what I'm saying?
You can watch it, I guess. I mean, I will tune in. I will watch some of the finals. I will watch some of the finals.
Yeah.
But yeah, NBA Finals, Suns, Bucks. Can Giannis bring a championship to Milwaukee? We'll see. We'll see.
It's the first time since 1974.
Jeez, shit. Who won that? Lou Alcindor, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah. I mean, Milwaukee gonna lose Aaron Rodgers anyway, so you might as well have a championship, right?
Y'all need some.
Make the trade, John Gruden. We're gonna shift gears. Well, that kind of brings me to my next topic. Do you see what? I mean, I'm sure you saw what Pat Bev did, right?
Yeah, man.
I just want to talk about Pat Bev for a minute.
It's not for you, gang. It wasn't for you, gang. Then who was it for, man?
Pat Bev is corny, man.
Very.
That's a real corny shit that you
agree.
did. That you did, Pat Bev.
I agree.
You got 41 buckets put on you. I mean, of course it wasn't all him, but now it falls on you because you did that.
Respect.
You got now you 41 points put on you, and you're gonna push Chris Paul in the back. That's some bullshit. That's weak, man. That's so weak. And for him to him to throw up an apology on Twitter is kind of like weird too. I mean, I don't know if he apologized to him personally. He probably did, but to throw up an apology on Twitter after you did some shit like that, it's kind of it's kind of corny. But
what are you doing it for? You know what I'm saying?
I don't.
You didn't do it to change the momentum of the game,
right?
So are you doing it
he was mad?
Yeah,
he was just mad.
Well,
mad guy.
You just in your feelings.
He was in his feelings.
You're Drake. He was a Drake.
He was hurt, man. He was hurt. He got 41 points put on his neck, and
you're supposed to be some defensive specialist.
Hey, I mean, Russell Westbrook told us, right?
Yes.
He said Pat Bev be tricking y'all. He just be
long time ago. He said that a long time ago. Back when he was in OKC, he said that a long time ago.
He said Pat Bev be tricking y'all, man. You just be running around
for real.
You know what I mean?
You just got a little crackhead in him. That's it. That energy. He's a crackhead.
Yo, they be calling him purse snatcher online. That's crazy. Like to be known as like a purse snatcher. Like that's not even like a that's not even like a good nickname. Like they say he looks like a thief, like a purse, like a I don't know.
That's racist. That's racist. Let's not be mistaken. No way, no how.
But okay, see, now I just got that on my phone. Suns open as title favorites. Okay, so now
yeah,
that's probably because Giannis.
That's
Giannis injury.
That's definitely
because I know I checked this prior, when they made the finals, Milwaukee was the favorite. But I'm assuming now that they know that Giannis ain't playing. I'm sure the title odds go to Suns right now.
So I wonder, like, the conversation that will be had when this finals is all said and done. Let's just say the Buck hypothetical. Hypothetical. If the Bucks win, will they give? Like, will it be a distribution of flowers? Will it be like, oh well, the acquiring of Drew Holiday was necessary, and now we see that because they won? Or will it be, what, Kenny Middleton turned it on at the right time, and he was dialed in, and this is because if they do win, we already know Chris Middleton. Excuse me, I don't know why I keep calling Kenny, right? But we know Chris is going to be the MVP if they are to win. Or will it be, well, if it wasn't for Giannis and da because it still always goes back to the conversation of luck and health. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I fully agree with that. Luck and health. That's how,
luck and health. And Giannis, like you saying earlier, he's the superstar, and he's supposed to be the person who handles the ball at the end of the game. We know that isn't the case. And here he is giving props as he he should.
He should.
As he should, you know. But
he absolutely should.
You know, I'm just curious what the conversation would be, especially now that they're the underdogs too. Like it's just more. It's more lighter fluid added to the fire.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, we'll see. I mean, we'll see what the conversation is. You know, when they you know, after this is all over.
Yeah.
Does this I'm not gonna say I'm not trying to devalue any championships, of course, but is this championship always gonna have an asterisk next to it because of all the injuries and you know and all that stuff like that?
Yeah, because you know how they do.
Yeah,
you know, you know how they do.
No, it's only no. I'll correct you. They're not gonna do that. You know, they only do that to one person.
True.
They only do that to one person.
You know what? Yeah.
So this one will probably be. They'll probably validate this one, and this one will be legit, and all that other shit like that.
Yeah,
or whatever.
And everybody persevered.
And everybody,
they persevered through the injuries, and they were able to, you know, put their will to the test, and they got there and they got it done. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
They only do that to one person.
Yeah,
I ain't even gonna say his name
because y'all know.
Scottie Pippen has been in the I guess sports news lately for some stuff he has been saying. For those who don't know, Scottie Pippen is on a I guess you could say like a promotional tour, right? Because he's doing a lot of interviews for his bourbon, and he's talking a lot. Scottie Pippen is talking a lot.
Looking wild.
He's so his most recent comments, and I think I actually have that clip. I know I saved it. Hold on. I have the clip from the actual interview. Here it is. All right. So Scottie Pippen made some comments on the Dan Patrick Show regarding his time. You know, of course, every time and everywhere Scottie Pippen goes, you know what they're gonna ask him about.
Yes.
Mike.
Yes.
And you know the Bulls. So he was on the Dan Patrick Show, and he made some comments that basically saying Phil Jackson is a racist. He basically called Phil Jackson a racist. About now his reasoning for calling Phil Jackson a racist, I mean, it's a little wishy-washy or whatever, but I'm gonna play the interview, and you guys be the judge. Let me share my screen. All right. Wait. Where is it at? Yeah. Boom. All right, I'm gonna play a little bit of this.
Well, I mean, it's not much to be said if you go back
for playoff. Help me understand the GQ article where you talked about the 1994 playoff game when you refused to go back in the game and Phil set up the play for Tony Kukoc.
Well, I mean, it's not much to be said if you go back and look at when Scottie Pippen entered the Bulls and when Tony Kukoc entered the Bulls and who deserved the last shot of the game.
No. I understand that, Scottie. I'm just going by what you said. You said you need to read between the fine lines. And then you go on to say it was a racial move to give him, Tony Kukoc, a rise. So,
well, I mean, if you knew that Scottie Pippen had been with the Bulls from 87, battled through the Pistons and every other team that we had to get to those 3 championships, wouldn't you give Scottie Pippen one opportunity to get a last-second shot without Michael Jordan? Like 1 year without Michael Jordan. Can I get one shot? Like, I'm doing all the dirty work.
But all of that I understand from the basketball standpoint. But when you say a racial move,
well, why would Tony, who was a rookie, get the last-second shot and you put me out of bounds? That's what I mean, racial. Like, that was Scottie Pippen's team.
But
Scottie
Phil
Pippen was on pace to be an MVP that year, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, why would you put him in a position not to be successful? Why wouldn't you put him in a position to succeed? Michael Jordan is not there. So who's next in line for you?
But have you talked to Phil about this? Because by saying a racial move, then you're calling Phil a racist.
I don't got a problem with that.
Do you think Phil was or is?
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you remember Phil Jackson left the Lakers, wrote a book on Kobe Bryant, and then came back and coached him?
All right. That's on play. Yeah. So that was the Scottie Pippen interview on the Dan Patrick show. Couple takeaways from that. He referred to himself as the third person a lot. Which I thought was funny.
That complex.
But listen, his reasoning. I mean, listen. First, I'll say this: I don't know if Phil Jackson is a racist, but Phil Jackson got some racist stuff in his, in his past too. Yeah. Look at when he called LeBron and his people's his posse.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
He's got some stuff in his background that and listen, as Scottie Pippen Scottie Pippen is one of these dudes that if you get him in an interview, he's gonna say whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I'm saying? He's gonna get him. You're gonna basically get him to say something, right?
Yeah.
So, I guess it's weird to see him do this for other people, but but I think we all have to understand too, like this is like 30 years of just pent up stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like the way he's talking, Scottie Pippen's team, you know what I'm saying? Like he finally got the shine, when Michael Jordan was gone, and you know what I'm saying? And so he made points.
No, yeah, they were valid. They were valid.
He made some valid points.
They were valid.
He made some valid points, but he did, but the bombshell, of course, through all that was, he called and he did, and he's kind of right. I mean, I don't know if that's racial to or sucker shit that Phil Jackson did when he left and wrote a book about Kobe and and then went back to coach him. R.I.P. Mamba forever.
Word.
But I don't know what did you take away from all that?
I like after his comment, I did have to go back and because he did say he was having an MVP year. Like I forgot, so I had to look back, and he's right. Kukoc was a rookie. When I looked at Kukoc's numbers, there's nothing that really shined for me. I mean, besides his 3-point percentage, it was pretty high for those kind of players back then. You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, he's from overseas, and with all of that being said, yeah. But at the same time, like Phil Jackson's not a person, especially back then, and just the culture of coaching back then it wasn't like, hey, let me put the ball in someone's hand who isn't experienced. You know what I'm saying? When I have guys on my team who've been to, I mean, I'm not sure who else was there at that time, but there was about a couple of players who have those 3 championships along with Scottie. And he's right, like he's next in line. Like any other team during that time, Penny comes, like the Magic is Penny Hardaway and Shaq.
Right.
You're down by 3.
Right.
The ball's not going into Horace Grant's hands. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's going into Penny Hardaway's hands.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's your proven stars. They, getting back to what you said earlier with the whole Giannis thing. Back then, your stars are getting the ball in their hands. They're taking the last shot.
Right.
That's it. That was the culture. It's not like nowadays where it's like you have a whole bunch of skill players around, or you have like, hey, I'm gonna trust Kyle Korver to come off this pick and shoot the 3 with 0.5 seconds left because Kyle Korver, he's, you know what I'm saying? That wasn't trusted back then.
Yeah. No, I can,
so it's a shot.
I agree.
It's definitely a shot. I don't want to say it's racist.
I can say that. Yeah, I don't know if it's
definitely
racist,
a shot,
but
because he had that contract stuff back then too.
Yeah, that was a I mean, I don't even that was so long ago. I don't even remember that season, to be honest with you, because I think
I
I was
didn't
too
either.
young at the time. Not too young, but I think when the first time I started to watch, really like watch Mike was the third championship.
Okay.
Maybe the second. The second I was like, kind of into basketball, but I was a little too young. But the third one I was kind of, kind of understanding a little bit, whatever. And after that, he was gone. So I was like, all right, well,
that's it.
you know what I mean?
That's
like,
it.
I'm a kid. Like, I don't fucking care about anything. I don't really care about basketball like that to watch it. I just know about Michael Jordan. Like, you know what I mean? So, so I don't really remember that season. But he did make valid points. You know what I'm saying? And I think what I think is going on with Scottie, man, is just years and years and years of just pent up. I don't want to say bitterness, because at the end of the day, you won 6 championships.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like he feels he's never gotten his
due credit.
His credit, right? His just due. You know what I'm saying? It's always, anywhere he goes, it's always about Mike. You know everywhere he goes, any interview he does, it's always about Mike, and it's always about that 72 win team,
72 win team,
right? And the 6 championships and the Phil Jackson or whatever. It's never really about Scottie Pippen.
Yeah.
So like, I'm not saying he's right or wrong, but I could kind of understand.
Oh yeah.
Where he's, where he's what he's talking about, and or how and with all the stuff that's going on, that went on in his personal life with his, with his divorce, and I believe he lost a son this year too, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Man, that's all. That's enough to make anybody, you know what I mean? Like, after years of all that shit, and then this stuff is happening to you now, man, leave Scottie alone, man. Let him talk. You know what I'm saying? Scottie go say some shit.
Yeah, let him give him the coonery.
That's it.
So,
yeah,
like
saying, low talk. Is Scottie's is his spotlight now. He's trying to create attract this spotlight for himself,
right?
Because he didn't have the spotlight,
right
back in the 90s.
No, he didn't. And even to this day, with the whole Last Dance shit.
Right, right. So he talked about that too. I gotta find the rest of. Let me play the rest of this interview, because he did talk about that. He said, I don't know where. I don't want to play the whole thing. It's like 4 minutes, and that's 4 minutes of time. I don't know if I can play the whole thing.
Yeah.
But he did say, so when they. Oh wait, it might be after this. Hold on. Let's see. Where is it at? Oh shit, my bad.
I think he tried to expose Kobe in a way that he shouldn't have. You're the head coach, and you're the guy that sits in the locker room and tells the players, this is a circle, and everything stays within the circle, because that's what team is about.
He said this.
But you as the head coach, open it up.
And the mic.
And now you go out and you try to belittle, at that time, probably one of the greatest players in the game.
Well, it feels like he's disloyal. I don't know if that makes him a racist.
Well, that's your way of putting it out, and I have my way. I was in the locker room with him. I was in practices with him. You're looking for him afar.
Yeah, and look, that's why I wanted to have you on. But I go back, and Phil designed a play for Steve Kerr when Mike was there, and Mike didn't have a problem with that, did he?
I don't want to. You're not setting me up to answer the right question. What do you mean Phil set up a play for Steve Kerr? He didn't set that play for Steve Kerr. He set that play for Michael Jordan.
I thought in the huddle, Mike says, "I'm going to throw you the ball. You'll be open at the foul line." And Phil had nothing to do with that.
And you don't want to get this show started, because it'll take us a long time. You know all those cameras that's sitting in that huddle, who they was working for?
The NBA.
So you know who Michael was speaking to when he said that, right? That was planned. That was speaking to the camera.
Like
that wasn't speaking out of what we're going to have to do, what the play is going to.
All right, so that's what I kind of wanted to get to. So that's another. kind of, I don't know if it was a bombshell, but another newsworthy thing that he said basically in this whole interview is that basically that last shot by Steve Kerr wasn't supposed to happen. He said the play was drawn up for Michael Jordan, and Jordan had all the cameras and basically was playing to the cameras. Man,
I mean, this is one or two ways we can be looking at this. Like, because if that's the case, and Jordan's playing for the cameras, you know what I'm saying? That means he's the puppeteer. And if he's getting all that done and still doing Michael Jordan things, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be like, yo, that's fire. You know what I'm saying? In my mind, I'm just like, yo, man's really trusted, you know what I'm saying, Huckleberry Finn to do, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. It depends on how you're looking at it, but I see what Scottie's saying too. And it is business.
Yeah, so he's basically saying he was playing it up for the cameras. All that I'm gonna pass it to you, all that shit like that. That you guys seen in The Last Dance or whatever that you've seen, basically was all fake.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't be, I can't judge him for thinking that way because we watch from the outside. We don't really know. What's going on, or what went on internally, you know what I'm saying? So we see from the outside. So I could see how that manifests itself as far as, he did have camera, he was Michael Jordan. Fuck. Yeah. Like, I mean, why, you know what I mean? It's like shit.
Facts.
But yeah, man, I think Scottie's just Scottie is going through some stuff. Scottie's just had 30 years of the same stuff, same shit going on over and over again. And I think he's tired of it, man. And and I'm here for all the Scottie talk. You know what I mean? Right. Talk your shit, Scottie Pippen.
Not here for that bourbon though, bro.
Nah, yeah, he looked like he had too much of that shit. That's probably why he. That's probably why he talked. That's why. That's probably why he said that all that shit on that interview, because he had too much fucking bourbon. Slow down on the drinking, Scottie.
Yeah, man. That's good for your skin.
But yeah, we're gonna. But listen, whether or not Phil Jackson is a racist, I guess it's for the for the public to decide or whatever. Right. He's got some stuff in his. Like I say, he's got some stuff in his past that that
questionable.
It's questionable.
Yeah.
But either way, listen. If you was the sidekick of somebody for for a numerous amount of years, and every time you went to do something, they ask about that person. I mean, you'd act the same way too.
Facts.
So don't judge Scottie, man. Leave Scottie alone. Let Scottie talk what he's got to talk, and buy his bourbon or not. I don't really care.
Yeah. I don't got no words for that.
You wanted to get into something, right? We could shift gears now. You wanted to get into some what happened yesterday with the hockey.
Yeah, bro.
Hockey guy.
Listen, man, I don't know what y'all obsession with fireworks is. I don't get it, and I hate to generalize, but I'm talking to everybody. Yeah, they're pretty from afar. They're nice, cool. I didn't even want to go to the fireworks show at Disney, but I have a kid. She needed to see it. She needed my shoulders so she can see the fireworks from the castle. Cool. Close my eyes. I didn't give a damn. But last night, a hockey goalie, Matisse Kilvenix, for the Columbus Blue Jackets. Yeah. He passed away. He was in a hot tub with a group of people, and the firework tilted and it caused a
so he was in a hot tub with fireworks.
I don't know if he was with fireworks, but it tilted, and I think it shot towards it was getting ready to shoot towards them, and that's what made them rush out of the hot tub. Long story short, he slipped on concrete. He hit his head. He is no longer with us.
R.I.P. man.
Yeah,
That's
R.I.P. It's and he was only 24.
24, man. That's
24. You know what I'm saying? We've had some examples of accidents with fireworks and athletes in the past. I mean, everybody remembers Jason Pierre-Paul and C.J. Wilson. He played for
C.J. Wilson.
Yeah, he played for the Bucks.
Yeah.
Cornerback. 4th of July of 2017? No, 2015. And yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul, he lost fingers.
Yeah, Jason Pierre-Paul, yeah.
A lot of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
looks nasty, by the way.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So now he has made the club pretty famous. You know, but you know, it's not worth it, man.
Yeah.
Fireworks is not worth it.
Stop playing with fireworks.
Stop going down to Pennsylvania for no reason just to pick up some fireworks.
Stop playing with fireworks, athletes.
Yeah, y'all stop playing with fireworks. Y'all can hire somebody.
Yeah, it's not worth it, man. That's a sad story, man. I did hear some of that. I didn't hear the full details of what happened until you told me, but I did hear that 24-year-old hockey goalie did pass away.
Yeah,
from injuries he suffered from a fall. They didn't specify what happened, but then you got the stuff. I don't know, man. Just it's a sad thing, man. That I'm pretty sure he was just chilling, having fun and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And tragic, fun night turned into some tragic shit. But just stop playing with fireworks, people.
Yeah.
I mean, athletes, especially athletes, man. Stop playing with fireworks. Those things are too unpredictable.
Very.
As much as you think, but you know what they're gonna do, man. You just never know. You just never know with those things. But yeah. So yeah, we R.I.P. man. What was his name?
Matisse. Matisse. Oh man, how am I pronounce his last name? Damn, I studied it before too. With a K.
Well, R.I.P. man. R.I.P. Stop playing with fireworks. JPP lost his whole, I think like 3 of his hands. His shit look like this now.
I think he has shit. Like it's like
he got a nub,
half a thumb,
he's got a nub,
and like these 2 fingers.
Yeah, nah. Yeah. Stop playing with fireworks, man. Speaking of fireworks, the NCAA for a long time. If you don't know, there's been a new ruling where college players can make money off their likeness, their image, and all that. And it's been a long fucking time coming.
Long time.
Okay.
Shout out to Master P's son.
Shout out to he sounded like a $2 million deal. So Master P knows how to get the bag. Master P,
right?
Know how to get the bag.
Right.
I gotta meet Master P. Right. But this has been a long time coming. And I'm gonna trash the NCAA today because it wasn't their ruling. The ruling is an NIL ruling that they had. The ruling that they made was only because all the other a lot of the other states were going to make that ruling anyway. So that's the only reason they even did it. So there's no thanks to the NCAA whatsoever. You fucking slave owning bastards.
Slave masters.
Like I always felt right that college sports, just college in general, but that's another story. College sports is the biggest the NCAA are the biggest crooks, right?
Yeah.
So here's how they want you to function, and I know because I've been to a Division III school, whatever, and you know what I'm saying, or whatever, but I haven't even been on that level of Division I, player or whatever, you know what I mean? So here's how the NCAA wants you to operate: go to school, play sports for us, and make us the money.
Yes.
Make us the money. We'll sell your jerseys.
Yeah.
But as soon as you do anything to make money for yourself, we suspend you, or we could take your whole scholarship or whatever.
Facts.
Then we're not gonna pay you, but we're gonna give you, we're basically paying for your education. Which, yeah, okay, but I mean, you can't. That's never been right. You know what I'm saying? Like, these college programs, they bring in, I mean, the top Division I, Alabama schools like Alabama in football, man, LSU, the whole SEC, goddamn it,
right.
Those are bringing in millions and millions and millions of dollars for the schools, and then the coaches get paid millions and millions and millions of dollars. And the kids and student athletes can do nothing about that. So that's why I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this shit happened. And it's really been a long time coming. The NCAA they've gotten away with a lot of shit. Okay, like they've gotten away with a lot of shit. I mean, the way they operate is insane, bro. Like, if you take money from anywhere and they find out about it, you know what I mean?
Get done.
But you're supposed to be this athlete that's making millions of dollars for the school, So
right.
I'm just glad that whole thing is over with now. Kids can now make money off their likenesses and their images, the way it should have been. A long time ago.
Yeah.
And it's not even for just basketball and the more popular sports, and that's what people don't really get, is like, it's not just basketball and football. I forgot what her name was. There's a gymnast. I think she was I think she's an LSU gymnast.
Okay.
She has like 2 million followers on like Instagram or some shit. And she just got the bag. Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, and good for her, man. Right. Good for all these kids, man. Make your money, bro. Like, the price, the overall the way that people look at degrees now is not even the same anymore. Like, the world's changing. You know what I'm saying?
Very much so.
The world's changing. So degrees don't really have the biggest effect on life anymore.
Nope. I mean, what this country's in, how much was it? 91 trillion.
On debt,
student debt.
Oh God, student loans.
You know what I'm saying? So, like,
Sally Mae, suck dick,
right? Navient, whatever you change your name to.
Yeah. Well, it's not Sally Mae no more.
It's like Navient.
Oh, it's still Sally Mae. Suck dick. Fuck out of here.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but speaking on that, like the gymnast, there's this athlete. His name's Destroying on YouTube, and he's got like 3.4 million subscribers. Anyway, he left his full
I remember that.
Yeah, he was going up. What was it? Was it UCF?
I remember that. Yeah.
And he left that because, you know what I'm saying, like, his YouTube was getting him
money.
You know what I'm saying? He was getting him money. He was getting his name out there, and
he's a kicker, right, or some shit like that. Oh,
I think he was a wide receiver.
Wide receiver. I'll say okay.
Yeah. Okay. But a lot of people don't take in consideration that the percentage of athletes that actually do make it.
Right. And that's another thing that's another thing too. Like, the percentage of athletes that make it pro is not high.
Not high at all.
So how can you sit there and tell somebody that they can't make money? That never was okay to me. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that was never, but
right.
Listen, personally, I hope this is the end. This is the beginning of the end of the NCAA. It isn't amateurism anymore. Okay, amateurism is a fucking is some shit that white people just said. So black. And I'm gonna take it there. Amateurism is some shit that white people just made up. So black folks can't eat. You know what I mean? That's all it is. Amateurism. This bullshit. There's no such thing as fucking amateurism. It's all fucking. It's a money generating. There's a money generating sport. You should pay the fucking people that bust their ass, put their their bodies on the line,
right?
Train and practice and all this stuff like that. You're giving these coaches millions and millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Big facts.
You know, like come on.
Facts.
I really pray that this is the end of the NCAA. I don't give a fuck about the NCAA. I don't care about college basketball. I don't care about college football. I don't care about none of that shit. NCAA needs to be extinguished, like completely. And I hope this is it, honestly. So that brought me to another thing. Which athletes? This is obviously this is years late, right?
Yeah.
So, but had this been around, which athletes do you think would have been getting the bag?
All right, so I was I was trying to do it by sport, but that's even tough. But one athlete that comes to mind, and just for the simple fact of what he did when he got into the league and how he proved it, like I feel Randy Moss would have been OD.
Man, yeah.
OD.
Randy Moss I didn't even think about that.
Like he went to Marshall.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And he could have went to other places, but because of,
and that's a small school.
You know, a very small school.
He would have got the bag.
You know what I'm saying? But like because of his off the field things, like other things didn't open up for him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he had to go to Marshall.
Right.
Then the Cowboys didn't want to pick him. And he dropped down to the Vikings. And then y'all know this is all the rest is history.
Rest is history.
You know what I'm saying? Reggie Bush is definitely up
I was
there.
just gonna say that.
You know what I'm saying?
Reggie Bush would
y'all
got
need
the
to stop.
bag. I think Reggie Bush actually put out a statement.
Oh yeah, he did.
Statement. And he wants his shit reinstated.
That's a fact. That's a fact. And they basically told him no. And he's like, there's nothing else you can do for us to reconsider. That's basically what they told him.
Yeah, because they're fucking corny. They're fucking corny.
Very.
Like they quote unquote take away wins and you know vacate titles and Heisman's and shit. Like, what is that actually doing? Because we all know that it happened, but you're just trying to say that it didn't happen.
Right.
So like I just don't get it. I just don't get it. But yeah, Reggie Bush is definitely one. Reggie
Bush. Another one on the basketball side of things, and this might like some people may disagree, but I feel JJ Redick would have
got the bag.
Yo,
JJ Redick would have got the bag.
He would have got the bag. A lot of people forget that JJ Redick
was
doing things in Duke that, you know what I'm saying? Like he would have got the bag. Another basketball player I think that would have got the bag was Zion, of course.
Oh man,
you know what I'm saying?
Was another one I had on my list too. Zion would have got the bag.
Would have got the bag.
And listen, I'm not naive. These niggas was getting the bag.
Oh,
anyway.
of course.
Okay.
Of course.
But and I was gonna say like the legal bag, but it's not illegal. It's just really illegal by NCAA standards, which they don't have standards anyway. So you know, but as much as actually, now that I think about it, as much as the bag that Zion probably got, or you know, these guys were getting under the table because these motherfuckers getting bags under the table regardless.
Oh, of course.
I think it still pales in comparison to the bag that they probably would have got if they would have been able to make money off their life.
Jersey sales.
Yeah, you know.
Come on. Yo, it's mad funny because I'm glad you brought up LSU earlier. There's no way that there's so many Odell Beckham college jerseys right now.
Oh my God.
Nobody was following Odell like that.
No one.
Nobody until after his first season, after obviously the catch and everything. You know what I'm saying? That's when you started seeing them. I remember the time. Me and my father was going to at least 4 Giant games a year. You know what I'm saying? When he got drafted. So it is no way that now I start seeing all these number 3 gold and purple LSU jerseys. You know what I'm saying? There's no way.
Yeah, I know.
There's no way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all wasn't buying that back then, bro.
I wasn't buying that.
No,
I wasn't buying that.
So just for the simple fact of that, like, yeah, they would have made bank.
Yeah, he would have. They
would have made bank off of jersey sales.
You know who else? You know, so I got a couple of people that probably would have made
definitely
the bag.
Okay.
The Fab Five.
Yeah,
they would have got the bag. And I think Jalen Rose was talking about that, you know, about how, and I kind of remember when the Fab Five was like in style. I just didn't realize, like, you know, I wasn't too hip to what they were doing.
Okay.
But man, like the Fab Five would have made bread.
Definitely.
You know?
Definitely.
Fab Five would have made bread. We said Reggie Bush already. Reggie Bush, give Reggie Bush back his fucking Heisman. Man. Y'all some fucking snakes for that shit.
Right.
Zion definitely would have caked up some bread. I'm trying to think who else did I have in my mind, because you took like 3 of them.
Oh shit, you had Manziel.
Oh, Johnny Football would have got the bag.
Yeah, I thought you was gonna say it. That's why I say
I forgot about Johnny Football.
Yeah.
Johnny Football would have got the bag.
Yes.
Yikes. Man.
Right.
Johnny Football would have got the bag. Who else was like big time college stars? I'm trying to think like 90s. Vince Carter would have definitely got the bag.
Vince Carter, yeah.
Vince Carter would have got the bag because he was dunking on niggas in UNC.
Let's see.
We said Reggie. I'm trying to think of like some bigger, like upper echelon athletes.
Yeah.
Upper echelon college athletes that would have got the bag.
This is not 90s, but I feel like Blake Griffin would have got a bag.
Blake Griffin would have got a bag.
Yeah, he would have got a bag at Oklahoma.
And now, and you know what it is like with technology now, and the Instagram and Facebook and TikTok and this and
so
that,
many avenues.
and that. There's so many avenues to get bread.
Yep.
You know, so how can you tell these kids that they can't get bread? Like, how can you tell a kid, right, that if I take this shirt off my back and sign it for somebody and sell it to somebody for $1,000, that you're not gonna let me play no more?
Facts.
That's just insane, bro. I never understood that. Fuck you, NCAA. I hope this is the end for you guys. I really do. I really hope it's the end of just the even the word amateurism is trash. Yeah, for real, kick rocks. But yeah, so that NCAA ruling, man. You know, like I said, we said, it's here to help the kids. The NCAA, they only even ruled on it because all the other states were going to do it anyway, and you know, they had no way out of it. Basically, they had to do it.
Forefront.
Yeah, they had
it
to
was
do
in the
it.
forefront.
They had to do it, because even when the certain California was going to do it first. California had it coming, I think in 2022 or next year or something. Yeah, I think next year. Okay. California was going to do it anyway. You know what I mean? All their schools, they were going to let them profit off that.
Yeah.
You know, and the NCAA at first was like, we're not changing our rules, you know, even though they're doing it. And then once California started doing it, then all the other states started doing it and taking advantage of that. And you know, now, you know, all of a sudden the NCAA was like, maybe we should, you know, like, well, what else are we gonna do? But yeah, I hope it's over for the NCAA. Fuck the NCAA.
Right.
Let's move on. All right. I was trying to wait to get into this, but maybe we got time. So we're gonna talk about what's been in the news lately.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of people talking.
Yeah.
The SHA'CARRI Richardson situation. For those that don't know who SHA'CARRI Richardson is, if you've been living on a rock or you're just not paying attention to shit, you know, there's some people that just don't know.
Yeah.
SHA'CARRI Richardson is a 21-year-old African American woman who I think she broke a world record. No,
for the 100
for the 100 meters, right?
Yeah.
And she got drug tested and turned out to be marijuana in her system, in her test.
Yeah.
Came up positive for marijuana. She was disqualified from running the race to get into the Olympics, if I'm not mistaken.
No,
right?
I think she already got it.
Oh, so she got disqualified from being in the Olympics, period. Okay.
Olympics.
Cool. That's been a hot button topic between people in in our own community. And I'm talking about the African American community. What first? Let me get your thoughts on what you think, and then I'll give my my thoughts a little. I don't think. I think what I'm gonna say is gonna be a little different.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It angers me because I feel like it's not like an enhancement. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not an enhancement. In regards to, I mean, she admitted to why she, why it was there. She didn't shy away from it. She didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I forgot. Oh, girl. I think I sent
Oh
it to you.
Man.
Yeah, what she said. What she said, she was
wait,
eating a pork slider.
Yeah, hold on.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I gotta find that.
So you find that, and then you know what I'm saying. It angers me because I don't feel marijuana should be treated as such. Like I don't think it's not like it's steroids. It's not, you know what I'm saying? Right. I don't think it's on that level.
Right. And it's not.
And for certain states, because the only reason why it's not, it's in Tokyo, but in certain states, it's acceptable. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let's be honest. It's acceptable in like damn near every state.
Yeah, it's about to be.
It's about to be. You know what I mean? Pretty much.
It's about to be. So. Shit, we just got it. All we need is online sports.
I'm saying. You know saying? I mean, all we need is fucking pen.
Oh shit, man.
But all right. So here's my thoughts on. Well, first, I found this thing right. So this other runner, Shelby Houlihan, whatever. So she tested positive for steroids.
Yes.
Just 2 weeks ago, and and of course, in typical Caucasian fashion, she decided to blame it on a pork burrito that she had the night before, and that's how it got into her system.
Yeah. So Chipotle, Purdue, like what? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like,
man. So here's my
what a reach.
So here's my take on that. On the whole situation.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people first of all, I'm gonna say this. It's not a racial thing.
No.
That she got suspended.
Definitely
okay,
not.
so I feel like that's where I have to start, because I feel like everyone that talks about this thing brings it to race.
Yeah.
Okay. And as as Black people, we tend to do that a lot.
Oh yeah.
And bring race into everything, and everything is not race related. Yes, to the untrained eye, it may, but everything isn't race related. Okay, so here's my thing, right? How can you say it's race related when these tests have been? Here we go. Here's where I'm going. Two things are true with this thing, right? One, she fucked up. Okay, she tested positive for a substance for marijuana that
it's on the ban list.
It's on the ban list. They weren't, and there's a lot of misconceptions. They weren't testing her for marijuana. They were testing her, just general testing because she broke the record. So they're gonna test your ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what they're gonna do. So she tested positive for a substance that was on the ban list, and that that comes with a suspension. And she took her suspension like a pro. You know what I mean? And shout out to SHA'CARRI Richardson for doing that. You know what I mean? For being for taking ownership of the shit that happened.
Right.
So you can't blame that on race. If a job is gonna randomly drug test you and you get found with marijuana in your system, okay, you're going to probably either lose your job or what I mean, or some shit like that, because it's there. Right. I say that to say this. Also, the testing needs to change.
Facts.
Okay, so like I said, two things could be right. Two things are right here. Okay, she fucked up, and the testing is outdated. Okay, so we can't sit here and say that it's a racial thing, and you know she smoked in a legal state. Blah blah blah. That's great, but it's still banned.
Yeah, it's still banned.
Now, they shouldn't change the rules because of her, but they should change the rules because every damn state is basically weed is basically legal now. It's not an enhancing drug.
Facts.
It doesn't do any. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't enhance your ability to do anything like that. It doesn't. You can smoke legally in about 20 to 25 states, I believe, right now, or some shit like that. You know,
That's
so the testing has to change.
Yeah.
But we can't just look at everything as racial. You know, and I also feel like even her coming out and saying why she did it because of her mom, you know, her mom passed away, and you know, and I have sympathy for that.
Yeah,
I do, I really do, but I don't feel like she owed that to us.
No, she didn't have to.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like that wasn't something that she owed me. She didn't owe you. She didn't owe anybody that explanation.
Yeah, I think
you
that was the reach to possibly, and you got to throw those out there,
right? Exactly. So
yeah.
exactly. So you see what I'm saying, right? You see where I'm coming from. So I didn't feel that. So I felt like she didn't have to. She shouldn't have even explained that part.
Yeah.
You know, like and now I feel like it's kind of like now you're looking, now everybody's gonna, it makes everybody look like, oh, well, you know, her mom died now, so she had to smoke. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, but she didn't have to explain that to you. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have to explain it to any of us. You know what I mean? And I feel like she shouldn't have. That was just one takeaway. Like, that's one thing that I would have, you know, preferred her not to do. You know, she didn't have to explain that. It just makes it look like she's, you know, like a
sorry story.
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't be that.
No, it shouldn't. But then again, like, I'm not criticizing her education.
Yeah.
But I think with what we're discussing right now, maybe within that apology, instead of talking about the mother and her passing and how you found out, and trying to say, you know, well, or just giving us the whole background of why you had marijuana in your system and it was because of that, maybe speak on the laws and, you know,
right,
that, you know, say, hey, I live in the state of Oregon.
Right,
and you know,
and this is what
yeah, I feel,
and I, you know, and that's my, you know, that's my biggest thing with that. I just really feel, I just wish she wouldn't have had done that, you know, because now it makes everybody that wants to defend her go to that route, you know, and it shouldn't, and I really feel like it shouldn't. And then don't get me wrong, like I said, I applaud her for taking full responsibility for everything that she did, you know, for taking, for not for everything, but taking, you know, taking ownership of what, you know, that she, you know, that she fucked up. But she did fuck up. You know, we can't lose sight of that. She did fuck up.
Yeah.
And that's why and you know, that's why I see a lot of the comments and stuff on Facebook, and you know, and I'm cruising around Facebook and stuff like that, and a lot of people just talking about stuff that they really have no idea about.
Yeah.
So, you know, they want to bring it to the Michael Phelps situation, and the people don't remember Michael Phelps lost a bag for what happened.
Yeah, from Kellogg.
he lost the bag.
Yeah.
All right, so he didn't test positive for it. It was just a picture.
Yeah.
Of him smoking some bud. You know what I'm saying? So the two situations is not the same. But like I said, two things are right. She fucked up, and the testing needs to be updated.
Yeah.
You know, like that's just the way it is. I don't really understand, you know, everybody jumping to the whole, you know, to the whole racial stuff like right away, and it kind of bothers me, because then when it is, listen, I'm the first to tell everybody some shit is racist. I'll tell you some shit is racist. NCAA is racist. Okay,
Right.
the NFL is racist. All right. They cancel Lovecraft Country. That's racist. Okay, so all right, so okay, so I'll tell you what some shit is racist. It's not. This is not it. You know what I mean? This is not it. This is not it. Okay, and I hate when people do that because then it takes away from the things that are actually racist.
Right.
You know, it does. It takes away from the things that are actually racist because we're just gonna look at everything through that scope.
Yes.
And everything can't be looked at through that scope.
Nope.
Majority of things could be. Yes, majority of things are looked at through that scope. And I'll be, like I said, I'll be the first to tell anybody that was racist. But we gotta chill with that.
You gotta refine things.
We do.
Look at more complex. And
just do your research, man. Like everybody on Facebook and stuff, man. Before you post things, please, bro. Google is your best friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Just Google it. It will tell you what you need to know for your argument. Don't just jump into arguments without knowing anything about what you're talking about.
Right.
God, I see that too much. Lord. And it just takes a Google search. Literally.
It
just
gives you how many? 1 out of 10,000, maybe even more.
This is why we have Google, guys.
On pages.
But then that goes into people just want to voice their opinions on everything. So they're not gonna Google it. They just want to, you know, and think they know everything, whatever. So But that's all I got on the SHA'CARRI Richardson situation. Oh no, actually, and she's gonna be okay. So everybody needs to chill. Okay.
Yeah, that's a
Nike is still endorsing her. She has a Nike endorsement deal. Okay. I'm pretty sure, mark my words, a weed company will sponsor her. Or they will reach out to her for her to get the bag. Okay. So she's fine. Okay. Like if I was in charge of a weed company, I'll call her right away. I'd have been called her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So she's gonna be fine, man. She's gonna be fine. It's a 30-day suspension. I understand she's not gonna be able to run the Olympics, you know, which Olympics is the Olympics. We're gonna talk about that at some point because but the Olympics isn't like, I guess for an athlete. I mean, I don't know. I guess for an athlete it is the end all be all. But I mean, she's gonna be good.
Yeah, she'll be all right. She'll be all right.
She's gonna bounce back.
She'll be all right.
But shout out to SHA'CARRI Richardson, man. You know, for even, you know, like I said, taking the you know, taking her owning up to her shit, and you know, and taking her suspension like a woman, and she gonna bounce back, man. Y'all, you know, people just like to argue. It's just annoying.
That's it. That's it.
That's what I got for sports today. I'm ready to go to TV. You got some more stuff? Oh yeah,
264.
Yeah, never mind. This weekend, right?
It's going down.
Yeah, Saturday, July 10th is going down. UFC 264, Poirier versus McGregor 3.
Yes.
God damn it. Go run down the card. Run down the main event card for us real quick.
All right. So obviously at lightweight, got Dustin and Connor. Welterweight, Gilbert Burns. Wonder Boy, Stephen Thompson.
Oh shit, they fight each other.
Yeah. Yeah. And heavyweight, we got Ty Tovasa.
Oh,
versus,
Greg Hardy gotta get his ass kicked. Oh, we gotta get Greg Hardy beat up.
We got women bantamweight, Irene Aldana versus Yana Kunisa, whatever.
Sean O'Malley fighting too.
O'Malley.
Let's go.
Yeah. This is somebody different. He was supposed to fight somebody else, but this.
Oh yeah, he dropped out, right?
Yeah, I think he had. Damn, he got something. He's sick with something. He got sick with something. But yeah.
Oh no, this card is kind of lit.
Nah, this card is nice.
I never even really looked at it until like
this card is nice. So that's the main card.
Anybody good on the prelims?
We got Carlos Condit coming back.
Oh shit. Okay.
Versus Max Griffin, Nico Price versus Michael Piera.
Max Griffin could fight.
Ryan Hall versus Yeah, that's an I. Ila Tapura, who's 10-0. Oh snap. Trevin Gills or Giles.
Nah, those prelims be lit sometimes.
Yeah.
Bro.
Nah, these are good.
But yeah, UFC 260 was that 4? Poirier McGregor 3.
Yeah, man. A lot of things can happen, man.
A lot of things could happen. Like I've been an avid Conor supporter since the get-go, since before he became the Conor McGregor that you see today. So of course I'm rooting for him. Of course, never bet against Conor. Even though he lost last time, but
yeah, he lost last time, but he has revenge fights.
Yeah.
I mean, Diaz lost, revenge fight, won.
Yeah.
So
it's gonna be a good fight. This is probably the one to settle it. I don't want to see them fight after this, honestly. I'm kind of tired of them fighting, but
this will settle it.
1-1. This is gonna settle it.
I don't know if because Conor's not even ranked like top 10.
I know he's not.
So it's just like there's a lot of people underneath Dustin, because he's number 2, who are like damn good. Like that whole lightweight.
That lightweight division is crazy.
Everybody is going up.
The lightweight division is crazy.
Anybody can challenge Charles Oliveira
for the belt.
Yeah, anybody.
Well, what do you think? So let's say he kind of wins this, and he's not ranked, but let's say he wins this. I mean, they don't move him up right to 2, right?
No, but he definitely got to go top 10.
Yeah,
he beat the
number 2, right? Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I mean, whoever's number 10, let's just see who's number 10.
Does he go? I mean, he's Conor, man. You got to give him I don't know.
That's a fact.
Title shot after that.
I don't know. They're gonna ruffle a lot of feathers.
Niggas gonna be mad.
You know what I'm saying?
Angry if nigga Conor McGregor get a title shot.
All right, you got Justin Gaethje.
Damn, Michael Chandler. That division is crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Dan Hooker. Rafael does. Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? I think Islam. That's
yeah.
Khabib's
I know.
Yo, he's nice.
Tony Ferguson's in the top. Tony Ferguson rounds out the top 10 of that list. Wow. Yeah, that top 10 of that division is fucking crazy.
It's crazy, man. So,
but yeah, UFC 264, July 10th.
Yes.
You know, I would definitely be watching that.
10 p.m.
10 p.m. I'm definitely going for McGregor. It's not a.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a.
No, it's not.
There's no, you know, real thought given into that, but you know,
right.
McGregor's my dude, so I gotta go with McGregor. But that card's gonna be pretty crazy.
Number 12.
Proper number 12. All right, I think that's. You got more on sports? You got more stuff that I
think we covered it.
Cover everything?
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's get into for the last portion of our show. We're gonna end, of course, with how we usually do with a TV, with our TV reviews. And we're gonna start. First of all, Lovecraft Country, right?
Yes.
Did you ever see that show? You ever watch it?
Yep.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
A lot of awards, a lot of recognition.
A lot of correlations, things throughout history.
A lot of So it's a pretty deep show in terms of just thought provoking.
Yeah.
Racial, stuff from our history. And with a sci-fi twist to it.
Yes.
So, but I thoroughly enjoyed that show. Like it was one of my highly sought out shows that I've watched.
Maybe watch HBO again.
Right. And it got canceled after only one season.
One
season. I'm not gonna say it was completely racist, but it was pretty racist. Because I'm just starting to notice a little something, right? Like this is kind of on topic but off topic, right? So a lot of before, like it was just super, when the George Floyd stuff happened, and and everybody including dumbass ESPN, were doing like weird, just weird black commercials and just putting black people, try to just basically like shoving black people in everybody's faces and shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I had a problem with that. I don't know. Maybe everybody else didn't, but I did, because I felt like they weren't this not genuine. And I knew that as soon as they were only doing it because it's trendy, right? Okay. So that's how I feel about like Hollywood. A lot of the black shows, now that it's not trendy anymore, getting canceled.
Yeah. It's definitely something to look into.
It's such a it's because it's not the trend of the couple months or whatever. They're kind of moving away from that. I'm starting to notice it, and so Lovecraft Country gets one season and it gets canceled, and the creator of the series had put like given kind of like a sneak preview of what would have been, and it's basically black people taking over the United States. Was basically the next kind of the next season, and of course they didn't want that. So I mean, listen, everybody wants diversity until it's not trendy no more, and that's kind of where I see things going now. Like it's not trendy anymore, so nobody wants to like say any, like these shows are getting canceled. They're taking a lot of, I'm not hearing like the same commercials I used to hear, like I seen a fucking I was in the car, I forget what day it was, man. I was in a car and I heard like on ESPN radio, and I heard like a Juneteenth commercial, and they were just playing it over, and like I heard it like 5 times. I'm like, what the fuck? Juneteenth? Like, when the fuck did I even start talking about Juneteenth? Right. Like, what the fuck?
Right.
Celebrate Juneteenth, with the normal, with the black guy voice that's usually on the normal black guy voice you hear on every fucking radio station. But yeah, it's like, I don't know, man. It's just weird. Like Hollywood's a weird place. And not even Hollywood, just here in general. Like it's just so weird. Like everybody wants to do the trendiest, the trendiest shit, regardless of what it is. And but I digress. But yeah, Lovecraft Country gets canceled.
Pick that up, Netflix.
Pick that up. Somebody pick that up. Somebody gotta pick that up, bro.
Netflix, Hulu.
Somebody, and the crazy part is, like, a show like that could get canceled after it made this dude's career, like Jonathan Majors. Yeah, like he's getting acting gigs all over the place, right? Because he was in this, because this is the one that elevated him to that status. Facts. So he's getting that. He's in the MCU. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. It's a weird thing, man. It's just I don't know. But what do you think about Lovecraft Country getting canceled?
I think it's whack, man. Like, and what attracts me to series and shows in general are just the correlations that are made with creativity and facts. You know what I'm saying? And Lovecraft gave me that. It checked off the boxes for that for me. Watchmen.
Yo, I was just about to say that too. That's another show that got canceled.
Watchmen checked off the boxes.
Black leads.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Like, it's just that, like, whether you want to call it sci-fi, thriller, whatever, it has that aspect of it. And then it's just like, oh, well, yeah, we're gonna put you up on game with Tulsa. And,
right. And right, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? With Lovecraft, we're gonna put you up on game with Salem, damn, what's the state? Massachusetts.
Right, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we're gonna do these things, and we're gonna intertwine them, and we're going to make something, and it's going to be great because you've never got this before. You know what I'm saying?
And it makes you look at you know, certain shit. Like, I'm not gonna front like that. The stuff in Watchmen, it made me research like the full. I never really researched the Tulsa. You know,
my parents can't
Tulsa
even tell me
massacre and
about
stuff
it,
like
bro.
that. And you know what I'm saying? I researched it after I watched that. You know what I'm saying? So
Facts.
So
my
you're
parents
right
can't even
about
tell
that.
me about that. And they baby boomers.
You're right about that. But yeah, Lovecraft Country gets canceled. A lot of the, you know, but I mean, hopefully someone picks it up.
Yeah, man, for real. Come on.
I thought it was, you know, like I said, I thought it was a great show. One of the, you know, I was actually looking forward to the next season. But you know, that kind of sucks. And that pisses me off. You know why it pisses me off? Because I hate when I get into a series and I like it and then it gets canceled.
Right.
That stinks.
Right.
Okay. Don't let me get into a series and get fucking canceled.
Right.
That's horrible.
So what now? What are we supposed to do?
What am I supposed to do?
What are we supposed to do, man?
What am I supposed to do?
No, we don't like cable as is.
What am I supposed to do, man? But yeah, somebody pick up Lovecraft Country, either Netflix, Amazon, one of y'all motherfuckers pick that shit up. Loki was Loki episode 4, right?
Was it 4?
Yeah.
We got 2 more left. 4. Right.
Big episode. I think both episodes back to back were like, you know, bombshell episodes.
Yeah.
Tell me what your thoughts about this episode.
I'm interested to see what hell is. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like, yo, if you don't come with us, you're gonna be there. So like, I'm interested to see how those previous Lokis, what is it called? Pruned? Because they got pruned.
Yeah.
And they surviving.
Yeah.
And what's the plan now?
Right. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
So I'm all for it. I'm all for it. I also want to know about I want to know more about old girl who took Sylvie.
Renslayer. That's the black chick, right?
Yeah.
So just a quick recap of the episode. If you didn't watch it, I mean, tell them why they haven't watched it
on a fucking Wednesday. Why have you watched it? Goddamn. And y'all off today, man.
And you off today. But I'm gonna spoil it anyway. I don't care.
Right.
If you ain't watch it, that's too bad. So basically the end of the episode, Loki gets pruned by he got pruned by Renslayer, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Also, Mobius got pruned.
Oh yeah, Mobius, yeah.
So at the end of the episode, you know, he wakes up and he's surrounded by other versions of Loki, other versions of himself. And these versions of himself are literally directly from the comic books, like the old man Loki, the kid Loki. I'm not sure what the black dude is. I don't remember.
Yeah, I think he's.
I think they probably are gonna merge a couple characters together. I think that version of Loki is the version that can what's the word I'm looking for? Is worthy to hold wield Mjolnir.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I'm thinking, because he has a hammer in his hand.
He does have. Yeah.
So that's what I'm thinking. That version of Loki is, you know, is capable of doing that. And it was like a Loki gator too, which I'm curious about that. I have no idea.
Oh, that is an alligator?
That's like an alligator. Yeah.
I didn't know what the hell that was in his lap, bro. I was trying to figure, and then I was like, "What is that thing talking?" It's like the Spider-Man pig.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was a dope episode.
Yeah.
There was a lot of reveals. That reveal at the end was that reveal at the end was pretty good. Another big reveal was that the timekeepers aren't actually the timekeepers, which I mean, we pretty much kind of were getting hints about that.
Yeah.
But the timekeepers were like they're puppets.
Yep.
They weren't even real. So somebody's controlling the time. So somebody's controlling time. And I'm really interested. I hope they show who it is. I hope they don't leave it on because I'm really gonna be pissed off.
I feel you.
Some type of cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Where they don't really show like who's actually like
they know when to do that.
They know when to do that. But yeah, I feel like that was a big reveal, man. I actually wasn't even expecting like that to happen. You know, when she threw the sword and
the sword and the head came off.
Yeah, and it was like an android or some shit. But I got a couple theories on what's kind of going on. I feel like the girl Renslayer, the one that's in charge of the TVA agents or whatever.
Yeah.
She's of course clearly she's hiding something, right? I feel like she's somehow is either she's related to Kang, somehow, or because this show has alternate versions of people, she could be an alternate version of Kang.
Just not as powerful or something.
But yeah, right. But I also I don't but then now I'm thinking about it, but I don't think I don't know. I don't feel like she's actually pulling the strings. I feel like she's working for someone.
She's a pawn.
Yeah.
She's a pawn. She's
a pawn in somebody, in somebody's game, and she knows what's going on.
Right.
Clearly she does.
Yeah.
Also something I wanted to talk about was what do you think? So something had to happen, right? For them to come and take Sylvie.
Yes.
So so
yeah. Oh yeah.
So I don't know. So I kind of want to, I'm kind of curious as to what happened that they let her live to a certain, because if she was an aberration, it would have came and got her out of the timeline. So what happened, that she got to live to that long, and then they came and, snatched her out of existence.
True.
So I don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
No, this is I am thoroughly enjoying this show. I just hope just don't throw me for a loop, man. Just don't throw me.
I'm telling you, they gotta set it up, man. It's like you going airbound to catch the alley, and then that rim just disappears. All backboard.
Don't set me
all
up.
Backboard.
So there's 2 more episodes left.
Yeah.
Of Loki. Like I said, I feel like it's about to really turn the whole MCU upside down.
Okay.
And I feel like it's already doing that with like the alternate time, alternate versions of characters.
Yeah.
And just time and just time travel in general. I feel like it's already done that, but I feel like the end of the show is really gonna like affect like all the other everything else that's coming out
after. Yeah.
But like I said, episode 4, we're gonna give it a review. A rating. What kind of rating? On 1 to 10, I guess. Is it 1 to 10? 1 to 10. I'm gonna give that the episode 4. I'll give episode 4 8.
8. Yeah, I'll go 8.5, 9.
Yeah. Episode. Yeah. So Loki is pretty much. Like I said again, I feel like it's gonna turn it. It's gonna affect every other movie after this, including Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, everything. I feel like everything's gonna be affected after what happens here.
Yeah,
which is why, if you kind of notice, they're not really showing a lot of like. Spider-Man's already been shot, and Spider-Man's supposed to come out in December, so we have nothing, and they haven't really shown anything, and. So with Spider-Man, they casted Jamie Foxx, who was in the other Spider-Man movie.
Yeah, he was Electro, right?
Right.
Yeah.
He was not in the MCU before.
Yeah.
They cast the dude that played Doc Ock in the first Spider-Man movie. In the second Spider-Man
he was
movie.
good. He was good.
He was good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's dope.
So there's a lot of multiverse shit that's coming. So I feel like this like I said, I feel like this is gonna like basically blow the doors off for all that shit.
Yeah. Didn't what's a black dude who always plays like a crook in all the black movies? And Homecoming, what he was, remember, and he had the weapon, wasn't he?
He was the Shocker, right?
The Shocker, Shocker, yeah. I be getting Shocker and Electro.
He does play the black dude.
All right, yeah.
Well, he does play the
Yeah, I be forgetting his name. I'm lying. I don't know his name.
I don't know his name either. He's just like the black dude,
right?
Yeah.
It's just like, what's his name? Who does the Navy and the Marine commercials, the voices?
Oh man,
that black dude.
Yeah,
he's always a crook. He's from the barbershop. He's from damn, what else? He's from the barbershop. He's Nunu's father in ATL. You
Talk
know?
about the in your talking about that?
Yeah.
But yeah, like I said, the MCU, I feel like it's about to be, get really exciting. And then, like I said, I'm thoroughly enjoying. This is my favorite of the 3 shows that came out so far, Disney Plus shows.
Yeah.
These are definitely my favorite
It's
ones.
crazy how they think about Winter Soldier. No, not Winter Soldier. Excuse me, Falcon
and Winter Soldier.
Yeah, because it was.
I mean, I liked that series. I just didn't love it. I feel like it fell apart. Like it was started. I didn't like the way it started. Then when it picked up in the middle,
right,
middle episodes, and then I feel like the tail end of it was kind of sloppy. I didn't like that. But yeah, Loki, watch it Wednesdays. And I saw Fast 9.
As you had to. You had to.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to even say about Fast 9, right? I'm just gonna say that I really truly hope that at the end of the next whatever, how many 2 movies they got left or whatever. I just hope
2.
I just hope this is it. I really do. I really do. Like, I really do. It was just like the most insane stuff you could ever see in a movie. And you know what the crazy thing is? And a lot of I'm always like, how can they possibly get any more crazier than they did the last movie? And they always seem to fucking,
they know.
They always seem to get me.
They know.
They always get me.
They know. Trust me. There's a lot of things you can do with some cars. You know what I'm saying?
These motherfuckers was in space, man. They put
Yo. What? What? How?
I can't even explain it to you, bro. I can't even explain it to you. You want to know? You want to know who was in space? You know who they sent in space?
Ludacris got to be one of them. Because he's the smartest. It's Ludacris.
Yeah. And then the other coon. They sent the
Tyrese.
Yes, they sent the 2 black guys into space. Of course they did.
Y'all are some.
Oh man, yeah. They sent
it.
They sent them into space, man. Man, that movie just. I mean, listen. If you're a Fast and Furious fan, I mean, that's great.
If you're a Fast and Furious fan,
it's not even called Fast and Furious anymore, right? It's just Fast.
Oh yeah,
Fast 9 or whatever. If you're a Fast whatever fan, I mean, listen, more power to you. You know what I mean? I just like a little more. Listen, all they have to do, right, is just make a scene where they be like, well, these guys aren't actually human. They're like, mutants.
Yeah.
Then I'll be like, oh, okay,
makes sense.
Now all of it makes sense.
Makes sense.
Now all of this shit makes sense. Because
Stringer Bell was not Stringer Bell. Oh man, Idris Elba. He was.
He was like he was some enhanced soldier or some shit, right?
Yeah, he was on something else.
I didn't even see that movie. I gotta go watch that. He was so they sent them in space. I mean, it's basically what you expect out of a Fast movie. A lot of stuff, unbelievable shit that humans supposed to be doing. Storyline wasn't really much of anything. They brought back the Asian dude Han.
Oh yeah, Han.
They brought him back. They made some shit up to bring him back. And yeah, that's it, man. Just a bunch of that's it. Really, honestly, it was like fucking a long ass crash movie. Like that's really what it is. That's really all it was, man. So if I was gonna give it a rating from 1 to 10, I would give it like a 3.
Yo,
I would give it like a 3.
A 3.
Yeah, I'd give it like a 3. Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I mean, listen, they had John John Cena in there, so
yeah,
you know what I mean.
Shout out to Experience.
That was cool. But nah, man, they gotta listen.
What can they do?
I'm sure they got more stuff, man. I'm sure they gonna probably like fight Transformers and fucking or like dinosaurs or some shit. The next thing they gotta do, bro, they already went in space, right? They already went in space.
They go to another planet.
Yeah. The next thing they gotta do is like either fight aliens or go back in time.
This is like Independence Day meets like Death Race. Like, what are we doing here?
That's basically it. Yeah, that's basically it.
Still getting the bag.
They still getting the bag though, and you know what? And shout out to them though. The movie made a lot of money. So
okay,
you know they put the movie out at the right time. Obviously after the not after the pandemic, but you know everybody trying to get back to normal. Movie theaters is coming back. So everybody's trying to get out the crib. Everybody's trying to get out the crib, see a movie. That's basically what we did.
Widow is
Widow. Yes, we're gonna see. Friday. I'm gonna see that this Friday. I'm gonna see that this weekend. So I have a review for that.
Yeah.
The next show. But yeah, Fast 9. I mean, if you want to see how crazy it gets, I mean, that's really the only reason I even watch it. So.
Hey, you know,
but
2 hours of your life.
2 hours of your life. That you won't get back, trust me.
You will.
So I mean that's all I got today for us here. Out of bounds. Thank you for tuning in with us out of bounds on a Monday. I do have one more thing. I don't know if you saw this, but hold on, let me get myself together. I don't know if you saw this, right? So I gotta go back and do the bro of the week today. So bro of the week goes Charles. To my guy. Nah, not even Sir Charles.
Not Sir Charles?
Nah.
Oh shit.
This bro of the week goes to a gentleman that scored 70 points in a camp counselors versus kids game.
What? Oh, 70?
70 points. And I got his highlight reel that I'm about to play.
Got a highlight.
Got a highlight reel, yes. Yeah, you the brother week. But listen, I'm going to say that this man is, and I'll tell you why. He's a national treasure, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because we worked for summer camps before, and we, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And as much as we love the kids and stuff like that and all that, but you mess with me the whole summer. When them summer games come, we gonna bust your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like you gonna get this work. You know what I'm saying? So I salute this guy. I salute him. I'm about to show you his highlight reel right now. Hold on. Let me plug this shit up. So, brother week. I don't know this dude's name, but oh no, I stand corrected. 76 points. In the campus versus counselor game. So let's go down. Let me share my screen. Let's look at this. Let's look at this highlight reel, man. 70 on these little kids, nigga. Bang! Bang! James Harden! Bang! These little niggas get up! He's wild off the backboard. He's dunking on little girls.
Turn around. Jelly.
Nah, he's going ham, boy.
Hey, what? Oh no, disrespectful.
He's wildin'. Get off me.
Yo, this is not fair.
Bruh. Yeah. So, shout out to my guy, man. Fuck them kids. Hey, we out of here, man. Out of bounds on a Monday. ROCKO manager. We out of here, man. We'll see y'all next week. Oh wait, before I go, let me if you're listening on on the Reflex Radio app. Please download.
Yes.
Give us a rating. We're on. Download us on. You could download Out of Bounds on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts. If you're listening on the Reflex Radio app, or if you're tuned into the live today, and if you're listening to us on Apple and Spotify and anything like that, then go ahead and download the Reflex Radio app.
Go ahead.
I mean, it's free. It's free, and we built it. Yeah, it's free, and we built it from scratch. So support Black businesses.
From the bottom.
I mean, we out of here, man.
All right, man.
Out of Bounds on a Monday. Holla at us.